The low income, low asset, hardworking, blue collar guy who drags himself out of bed to go to his manual labor job every day should not accept the fact that the government is moving the goalposts and saying, hey, we told you all this time you could retire at 67, but now we're going to make it 70. A little change of scenery for today. Talks over the weekend ramped up on increasing the full retirement age for Social Security. And this is something that I've been talking about for months. I think that it's getting not enough attention. And I think that a lot of media personalities have gone on television to try to soften the blow. But I thought it was important to bring some real information. And I didn't want to do it from my boring ass office, so I'm here on my not boring boat. Social Security, for most Americans, represents a huge portion of their income. And the way things currently sit, if nothing happens, in 8 years, in 2033, there will be a 23% reduction to what gets paid out. And that's massive. It's catastrophic for some people. And I think it's irresponsible for media personalities and politicians alike to pretend like this doesn't exist and it's not going to have an impact. And I think it's even more disingenuous to say that there's no planned cuts coming from Social Security, like you'll see Representative Mast say right here. He knows what's coming. They all know what's coming. And over the weekend, headlines started to pop up that they're going to propose that they raise our full retirement age from 67 to 70. Now, there's two pieces that I want to address here. One, Congress's position, according to Mr. Mast, is that there are no planned cuts coming. But if nothing happens, a reduction of benefits is a planned cut. You don't get to play with words and tell people that they're not going to get a cut to their benefits when they are going to get a cut from their benefits or to their benefits. A 23% reduction to a senior's income in retirement is catastrophic. That sounds like a cut in benefits to me. What I can find are headlines now saying that the Trump administration thinks that this is a good idea. Yeah, sure, let's raise the full retirement age from 67 to 70. That'll solve the problem. Wrong. Even the most conservative estimates say that just doing that only gets us an additional 12 more years. Big whoop. That doesn't help anyone. And politicians and people who don't care about their Social Security benefit because they're so rich that it doesn't matter. And there's plenty of people. In 8 years, there's a planned reduction to your benefits of 21%. So in year 2033, would you be okay with your income being reduced by 21%?
Yes,
You're all right with it? You can live on 20% less income?
I can live on what I got. I don't even need the Social Security.
I love that. For people who are living on their Social Security only, do you think a 21% cut to their benefits will be impactful?
Impactful. Hurt them.
It's going to hurt them bad. I also think it's important to note, like, who is going to be the most impacted here? And it's not the rich. It's not the wealthy. It's not the people who generally get to weigh in on these types of discussions. And it certainly is not politicians. But it is the people who work hard every day that maybe their bodies aren't going to let them work until they're 80. And they do have to retire early. And if you move their full retirement age now, if you move the goalposts now, their bodies are not going to let them adjust and work until 70. The low income, low asset, hardworking, blue collar guy who drags himself out of bed to go to his manual labor job every day should not accept the fact that the government is moving the goalposts and saying, hey, we told you all this time you could retire at 67, but now we're going to make it 70. And I get it. There's graduated age groupings that this will impact. But this represents on the conservative end, 5% cut, and on the non-conservative side, a 20% cut to benefits across the board. If the full retirement age is increased, it represents a massive cut to people who depend on that income, and it only buys us 12 more years. In addition, all estimates say we need to do a full retirement age increase and benefit cuts if we really want to have an impact. No politician is going to get votes saying that.